the top 9 most overpowered cards in Madden 24 you need on your team. Number 1, this one is an absolute no-doubter, almost as much of a no-doubter as the fact that Zach Wilson is better than Patrick Mahomes. There, I said it. Nah, I'm just messing. But number 1, we got 88 Tyreek Hill, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, as long as this card is selling for less than, I would say, 700,000 coins, I would recommend him to you, because the fact that he gets 90 speed is simply ridiculous. I like to call this card the man coverage cooker. This Tyreek Hill card burns man coverage, and if you play online, you know that man is one of the more annoying defenses to beat. Put this guy on a corner, put this guy on a zig, that 90 speed is gonna really show. He's got good route running as well. 87 short, 85 medium, 88 deep. If he got 90, this card would be overpowered. Those are some of the thresholds, and I know a lot of people will say, oh, Swift, the catching traffic, the spec catch, those are all issues. Boys, that has not been an issue for me at all. I've been using this card. He is, in my opinion, the most overpowered player in Madden 24 right now. If you can get your hands on this card and spend the 400k, he's worth it. Like, say for example, you're saving up for a player, you're thinking, okay, there's one big upgrade I want to make to my team. This is the guy you should get. He also gets Slot Apprentice for 2 AP, which is a really good ability. If you guys didn't know, it's definitely one of the most popular non-gunslinger slash non-quarterback abilities people use in this game. He gets it for a good price. Card number 2, I just want to say as we're going through this video, boys, when I show you guys a player on this list, not only am I going to show you guys a card that's overpowered, but the reason why I said in the title you need these players is because I'm not going to be just going through and picking the most expensive cards in this game. No, every card I show you is a good value card. I'm thinking to myself, okay, are the stats on the player worth it for the amount of coins? And if the answer is yes, and the card has really good stats, that's how they make this list. So Tyreek Hill, insane value. Sean Taylor, maybe even better value. At 160k, this card is ridiculous. This is probably the perfect free safety in my personal opinion. He's got great speed, great acceleration, zone and hit power are awesome. Like 90 zone is ridiculous. And also this card's got 90 jumping, 82 catching. So you know what that tells me? I can either use this card in zone coverage or I can use him as a user. He's going to be insane in both of those two facets, like the great speed, the great height, the great catching, the great jumping. That's awesome for a user, but he's also going to have really good play rec, really good zone coverage, which makes him a really good safety if you want to put him in a zone. So honestly, this card right here might be one of my favorite cards in Madden 24. I know I said Tyreek Hill is my favorite. This might be my favorite on defense though, I'm not going to lie. Now next up, sticking on the topic of campus heroes, let me make the argument for why every single person needs Bo Jackson on their team. Bo Jackson, again, selling for 180k. That just feels criminally low for this player. I feel like honestly, someone should be coming to my house and arresting me because I'm getting these cards at way too cheap of a deal. But like I was saying, Bo Jackson, he's got 88 speed, he's got 87 excel, 89 agility, 88 change of direction, and then this card can really do everything except for catch the football. I will say, I do notice that to sometimes be an issue. He's got great trucking, great juke move. In my opinion, those are probably the moves you're using the most. Juke move, if you didn't know, is really overpowered this year. Put jukebox on this card, take your finger off the right trigger when you juke. You guys know how that works, and then you're gonna get some absolutely ridiculous animations with the 90 juke, with the good change of direction, and with jukebox. Bro, it's ridiculous. And in my opinion, the difference between Bo Jackson and any other card that people are saying is better, like CMC or Walter Payton, is basically negligible. I would say the cards are gonna play basically identically, and the fact you can get this card for so cheap, I mean, like, he's gotta be on this list. Now moving on, boys, as you guys know, Monday Night Football is tonight, and I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely got the shovel out and raked in some wins last night. On the screen right here, as you guys can see, we had 4 gargantuan wins, including $600 in wins on Sunday Night Football last night. I was feeling amazing about these picks. They were the only picks I posted, and I know that at least like 50 to 100 of you guys copied me, and we absolutely cashed. But if you guys don't want to miss out on my picks for Monday Night Football, I'm wearing their t-shirt right now. We got the Underdog Fantasy tee on. Underdog Fantasy is the place where I'm making these picks. I will leave the link to the website and the app down below in the description. Either click that link or you can go to the App Store and search for Underdog Fantasy. But while you are creating an account, boys, put in the promo code SWIFT to support my channel, get a special line for tonight, and get your first deposit doubled up to $500. If you don't want to miss out, I will leave the link in the description. Let's hope we get some wins tonight. Let's hope we can continue the streak. I know a lot of people are going to be copying my picks, so don't miss out. I'll try and clutch up, and I'll post them on Twitter and on YouTube. Now next up, this is probably one of the most interesting players I'm going to put on this list right here. I have Willie Roaf's 86 overall card on this list. You're probably thinking to yourself, so why in the world do you have this card on this list? Well, boys, first of all, a left tackle is an important position in Madden, and this card has really good stats and is really cheap. If you're looking to upgrade your offensive line, this Willie Roaf card at an 86 overall is 70k. That's really cheap, and his pass blocking stats are awesome. 87 pass block, 86 pass block power, 87 pass block finesse. He is 6'5", 320 with 85 strength. Bro, this is an absolutely wild card. Pass block is a very important stat, obviously, for your tackles, because because likely your tackles are going to be on an island against your opponent's best edge rusher. So having a card like this that has stats this good, if you want to pick this card up, spend the 70k, I think that's actually a pretty solid idea. And he's making this list. I know, offensive line, you're like, Swift, why are you talking about this? This card is good enough and cheap enough to make this list. To buy Madden 24 coins for the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use promo code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Now, another interesting player right here that I don't think too many people would have thought would be on this list is going to be Aaron Donald's Core Elite card. Aaron Donald's Core Elite card. Swift, why do you have him on this list? He's slow. He's a right end. Do you want a slow right end in this game? No, but you know what you do want is you want a fast DT. And if you use this card at defensive tackle, which is his actual position, I guess the Rams play a 3-4 scheme, so that's why they list him as a right end. But regardless, this Aaron Donald card, if you move him to DT, he is awesome. 83 speed is really fast for a DT. 86 strength, 86 shed, 86 power move, 85 finesse move. Super balanced, yet super good. In my opinion, you should get this card at 80k. Is a great deal. I actually bought him yesterday, and I'm now playing him at defensive tackle. He's wicked. He's awesome. And obviously, the way I kind of recommend you play your defense is you use a couple DTs. You can either use right ends, left ends, or actual defensive tackles, and then your edge rusher should likely be outside linebackers. So like Micah Parsons for the speed, Nolan Smith for the speed. Any card you can get that's fast should be coming off the edge. And then like Aaron Donald is a great DT, like one of the best in this game. Next up, again, another kind of weird one right here. We got Trayvon Moehrig on this list, boys. For me personally, I don't need this card, but if you need another safety in this game, which a lot of people watching this video, you probably need more safeties than you think, because likely what you're going to do is you're going to have a couple safeties be your like linebackers. Those guys will get subbed in right there. And then you're also still going to need a couple safeties to play deep safety. So Trayvon Moehrig right here, 87 speed, 87 excel, top tier in this game, 87 hit power, 81 zone coverage. This card obviously is not as good as Sean Taylor. He doesn't have the zone coverage, but instead what he does have is he still has the speed, he still has the acceleration, and he's got pretty solid height. This card right here can be a very nice user. He can be a very nice chess piece for you. I know none of the stats are amazing when it comes to zone and man coverage, but the speed is good enough, the play rec is good enough. I feel like this card can really do anything when it comes to roles on your team, and he should be picked up if you're looking for more depth and you need another safety on your squad. All right, next up, I did want to put a tight end on this list, and I think the best value tight end in the game right now is Shannon Sharp. Now, I'm not going to lie, he's not super cheap, but at a price tag of 180k, I think this card has nice enough stats to make this list. Like 85 speed, really solid. Obviously not the fastest in this game. 87 excel, pretty nice, but otherwise, bro, look at the route running stats. 90 short, 88 medium, great catching stats. The run blocking isn't so amazing, but Shannon Sharp, an absolute diva. No way he's going to be run blocking out here. He's trying to catch footballs, and that's exactly what this card is going to do. He's going to run great routes for you. I think he makes this list. For me personally, this is actually one of the only cards in this video who I don't have on my team. I think I want to get him, although I'm also thinking EA Sports is probably going to drop a banger tight end very soon, and I might look to get that card instead. Oh, we'll see. For the time being, I don't have this card, but if you are looking to upgrade at tight end, this is probably the guy. Okay, then also, we got 87 Deion Sanders on this list at 160k. Great value for the player. He's got awesome speed, and really, if you don't use this card in press coverage, he's going to be great for you. 88 speed, 87 excel, 90 man, 84 zone, 85 play rec. The only issue is the press, but otherwise, this card's got very good stats. I think for me personally, I'm going to be buying this card. The only reason why I haven't bought him already is because I'm thinking we might get some type of market dip pretty soon, but for me, this will be a nice like slot corner, to be honest with you. He's versatile. Other than press coverage, he can really do everything. He's got great speed. He's got to make this list. And that's gonna do it for me, boys. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like down below, and if you want to check out my final BND champion pack opening of Madden 24, click this video on the screen, and I'm out. Peace.